Hey guys, welcome to Tie Kicks Live again this week. Now, I dropped my video earlier on today about April's Heat sneaker drop dates, and I hope you guys have had a chance to go over and check that video. If you haven't, go over and check it out. It's only about 8 minutes long, and it's got some of the main shoes that will be dropping over April, give or take maybe a week or two around some of those particular dates. But it is predominantly the main Heat shoes of the month. Anyway, the reason I'm doing this, and I am a little bit late to the party, is we're going to be talking about the Nike Air Max 97 1 Sean Wotherspoon. Now, I was really unlucky. I didn't win any of the raffles for this particular shoe, and it is a majorly hyped shoe, but it also, I don't know, it really appealed to me, the concept of it. Now, if you don't know a lot about it and you don't know a lot about Sean Wotherspoon, I'm going to go into this really briefly because I'm sure you've been bombarded with numerous YouTube videos about it. So Sean Wotherspoon has a shoe that released through Nike's Vote Forward competition. Last year, he won the opportunity to have his design, which he collaborated with a bunch of people that he is friends with, on a shoe through Nike, and he came up with this particular shoe we're going to have a look at. He won the Vote Forward competition, and this shoe was produced, and it's dropped literally in the last week or so, and now we've got a pair to review for you guys. Now I want to shout out to my boy Jay. He sorted out the shoe, and we're going to review it for you, and we're going to go into it fairly swiftly. I just want to get a couple of things out the way first. So that bit done, let's get into the shoe. So if you don't know much about it, everything about this shoe is custom. So they customized the materials, they crossbred between an Air Max 97 and an Air Max 1, and they created something that is, in all intents and purposes, a complete revamped shoe. And I think it probably spawned all these new Nikes that are dropping now with these mix and match bottoms and tops. So you've got the sole of the Vapor Max with an Air Max 97, or you know, whatever it may be. So let's get into the box straight away. So as you can see, this is not a standard Nike box. Standard Nike boxes look different, with the red, with the white Nike logo and their brand name. And this shoe is a UK 9 picked up from Offspring. So one of the major things about this box is obviously the textures and the colours that are on the shoe box is representative of the shoe itself. And without much further ado, let's get in the box. So let's have a little look, see what we've got. I'm just going to sort of pick up and see if there's anybody online. We've got 3 people watching, which is great. Nice to see you guys on here. I haven't got any sort of chat feed, so I can't really see if any of you guys are talking or not. Let's have a little look and see if we can find it. Nothing as of yet. Let's have a look. Cool. Right, anyway, back onto the shoe. There we go. Right, so firstly, when you open up the box, you've got some rather different tissue paper to your standard Nike box tissue paper. A little bit more retro, loving that. There's a little bit of like 90s vibe about this all in all. We've got some words on the inside celebrating the 30th anniversary of the Nike Air Max 1, and it's got a lot of information on here about the winner of that particular competition I was talking about. And Sean is to do with a store in LA, and it's called Round 2. If you don't know about it, it is kind of sort of sneakers, vintage, all kinds of stuff, you know, that are part of this particular culture. So this is the shoe, and it came with 3 different extra coloured laces. You got white, you got purple, you got blue. Within the white are some extra Velcro tongue patches as well that go with this shoe. So let's just put the box down because I'm going to drop it anyway. So I don't want to damage it, considering these are not mine. So this is the shoe, and the colours of it are very different to what you would normally think an Air Max 97 would be like. Lot of aesthetics have been taken from, and we talk about the materials themselves, have been taken from like 80s sort of hats. No, 90s hats, sorry. So 90s hats where they were like corduroy hats, and corduroy being kind of a major thing in for certain people in the 90s. They wanted to kind of go with a couple of different materials, but corduroy being kind of the biggest one. So if I can get this on camera, you can see the yellow, kind of mauve, pink, blue, purple, green, brown colours of corduroy run from obviously all the way from the bottom all the way up to the top and even onto the tongue. Here you've got the tongue patch here, which is removable, and you've got the Nike logo underneath it. And you've got also denim too. So you've got denim on the back, and this says LA to VA, or VA to LA, sorry, VA to VA to LA on the back of it, representative of Round 2 and Sean and their kind of journey. So back to the shoe, talking a little bit more about the inside material. So the inside material is like a velour material, and even on the insole it's velour. Really, really nice touch. And then you've got the smiley Nike face on the inside of that insole, like a patch, which is really, really sick. Really do like how they've kind of sort of really paid attention to small details. Even something like the small little Nike swoosh on the front corner of the shoe, which is really, really nice. I really like that. And even down to the red kind of colorway of the interior of the bubble for the Air, which on a standard traditional Air Max 97 isn't this way, because this sole is stolen from an Air Max 1, and I really like this combination. I really do like it. It's a shame that because this has this particular combination, that there's a good chance that Nike won't bring these two together in any other form. But if they do, then hopefully it'll be a little bit more of a general release and people will be able to pick it up. Sole wise has obviously a correlation with the colours that are on the upper, and is still a sole from an Air Max 1 as well. I think it'd be quite cool to do a little comparison for you guys about what an Air Max 97 compared to this, particularly in the sole, looks like. Let's grab one. So wait there 1 second. So we've got a traditional Air Max 97 in front of you, and that is kind of the sole. This is what a normal sole. There's a lot more of a window for the air to show off all the air bubble all the way around the shoe. And yeah, it's pretty, for the time, it's pretty extreme to show that much air in a shoe. But now with the Vapor Maxes, these don't really look quite so crazy anymore. With this, it's kind of taking it back further and sort of keeping the air bubble really at the heel portion. Even if it does stretch beyond that, it's a small window as opposed to how this particularly is. So they really are two different shoes really. They've got some similar aesthetics, but they aren't the same. One of the things about these shoes that I've been told is that because of the corduroy, these will wear and almost kind of fray a little bit, which is interesting. You'll find that kind of over time they become a little bit more beaten and used, but they may start to look a little bit cooler as well. So I kind of like it. The 197s are comfier. Well, it's either or. I consider it to be the same shoe. It's fairly the same. I will have to change my title. Thank you for correcting me there, Danny and Lance. Presumably Danny, it would be the case. Other than that, I was talking about the fact that they may wear in a sort of more interesting kind of way. The shoe as well has these detachable patches on the front of it. I may have talked about already. And in the box, instead of these waves, you've got two Nike swooshes on these patches. I really wish I had copped a pair of these. I really am a massive lover of things that have been sort of curated together with like multiple people's kind of input and their thought processes and everything, as opposed to it just being kind of like something that there was crazy hype on it, but it's just nice to see something that's a little bit different. This is really different for Nike to go this direction with this collaboration. So I really do like the shoe, and I just wish that there was more pairs available. If I can get a pair, I would love to, but as it currently stands, retail is sitting somewhere anywhere between like 350 to 450 pounds for a shoe that dropped at retail at 125 pounds. There are a toddler edition of this shoe coming out very, very soon, and they are going to be retailing at around about 80-ish pounds. So they're really expensive for kids' shoes. Yet I did mention to someone the other day that I would like to get my little boy pair, and they are cheaper than Yeezys, and I think they're cooler than Yeezys. The toddler pair looks epic, so really do like that, and they're going to be dropping soon. I haven't got the drop date for the toddler pair, but to save all you resellers going and checking out how much you can make for them, they're starting at £80 to start with, so think of me, proxy me. There we go. Thank you very much. Saturday the 7th. They're going to be dropping on Saturday the 7th. So I got a message today, someone telling me that they're dropping on the 7th. But now you know. I'm not going to talk too much more about the shoe, really. There's tons and tons of YouTube videos out there if you want to go and check it out. Go and check out the Annexes one. Really good. Danny and Lance really do a very good job of dissecting things whilst looking like they're just relaxing on a sofa and chilling out and probably having a few beers. And I will catch you guys for another Tykix video this time next week on Tuesday. And I will have an on feet video of these as well for speak to you soon.